What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Terrell's Anime Nerd Channel. I wanted to do something because it's still a debate going on about the strongest boo and all that stuff. Which one is stronger? And I'm going to show you why there's not really a debate on it, and how the leader, the writer, could have been, like they say, you're going to argue with the writer. Of course, he says Kid Boo's strongest, most dangerous, and all that stuff. However, there are a lot of things that he said that are somewhat questionable, especially when it comes to Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3. And even in Super, he said they weren't going to transform anymore. They were just going to train their base in Super Saiyan forms. That Super Saiyan 2 was, and he even got the power. He's with his powers. Toriyama's power scaling is very questionable. I know we're supposed to just go with what the writer says, but it said Super Saiyan God is 6, Beerus was a 10, and I think Whis was a 15, something like that. But no matter how strong Goku got, he was still significantly weaker than Beerus, and he's gotten millions of times stronger. And so there's a lot of stuff in there, and also him being overpowered by a laser. I don't care, because the Goku and Z wouldn't have gotten, he wouldn't have gotten down by a laser. So a lot of and then him getting grazed by a bullet because he hadn't trained in a month. A lot of those things are kind of, he shouldn't have gotten that much softer. Just like Gohan using ultimate form in, what was that? He used his ultimate form in Battle of Gods, and a year and a half later, for Resurrection of F, he barely goes Super Saiyan. That's all of that. It's just questionable. A lot of it just doesn't make sense. But I'm gonna explain it to you by just going off what we saw in the anime. Of course, now the manga is a lot different, but because the way the whole fight with Kid Buu went down in the manga was completely different. The way the whole Majin Buu thing is a lot different. But I'm just going off the anime here because that's the continuity I follow. I do check out the manga and all that kind of stuff, but I'm going off what we seen in the anime, what we seen displayed in the anime, how the arc actually went and how it was resolved itself. This is the Majin Buu when it first came out. I'm just gonna gauge how strong they were in comparison to the Z Fighters and all of that. This Buu is clearly weaker than Super Saiyan, stronger than Super Saiyan 2, Majin Vegeta. Stronger than because Super Saiyan Goku and Majin Vegeta were equal in power. So he's stronger than Super Saiyan 2 Buu Saga, Goku and Vegeta. But he's weaker than Super Saiyan 3, the Super Saiyan 3 transformation. He's weaker than Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but stronger than Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Okay? Stronger than Super Saiyan 2 Majin Vegeta, but he's still weaker than Super Saiyan 3. It's right there in the middle of Majin Buu. Now, when he splits up from his evil half, he's even weaker than this. He's like Super Saiyan 2 level, probably Majin Vegeta level. Probably. I'm just saying, because he split up from his evil half, and he lost. The evil half got most of the power. And it got retconned in Super Saiyan. The evil part got the God stuff. And that's why Oog has God Ki and all this other stuff. Which we're not talking about that now because it hadn't been written yet. Just like you can't explain Dragon Ball with things from Z because it hadn't been created yet. Because Goku wasn't a Saiyan yet in his Dragon Ball. He was not a Saiyan yet. He was still human. He was still he's just a really gifted, talented boy. Because the Great Ape form was just symbolic to his demon form. He was not. He was human in Dragon Ball. So none of that stuff was there yet. So you can't use Dragon Ball Z to explain Dragon Ball. So you can't use things in Super to really explain things in Z, because at the time it wasn't written yet, it wasn't thought of yet. So this is like the original. He was super in between Super Saiyan 2 and right in between Super Saiyan 2 Buu Saga and Super Saiyan 3. Okay, which one is this? Evil Buu. Majin Buu, and Majin Buu is like probably weaker than probably like Super Saiyan 2 level. Evil Buu, he's weaker than Majin Buu because they split up. So just making this stuff as plain as day. He's weaker than Majin Buu because they split up. So we can't say he's stronger or anything like that. He's weaker than Majin Buu. Because Good Buu still took some of the power. Even though Evil Buu took most of the power, Good Buu still had some of the power. So both of them at this point are weaker than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. They may be at Super Saiyan 2 level, but they're still weaker than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Goku could have taken the Evil Buu, pretty darn easily because he lost some power. He was stronger than, he wasn't as strong as the Majin Buu that he fought. So he's weaker than Super Saiyan 3. Even because if Majin Buu was weaker than Super Saiyan 3, then Evil Buu has got to be weaker than Super Saiyan 3. So I'm just showing you a lot of these Boos weren't as strong as people may have led them believe. Super Buu. Super Buu is Evil Buu with the absorption of Fat Buu. Okay, the absorption of Good Buu. They just came back together. But Evil Boo's stronger, so they have a stronger body. It took on a different form, because now Evil Buu, they became one again, but now Evil Boo's in the driving seat. The Fat Buu and the Fat Buu, they were still one, but Good Buu was in the driving seat. So he looked like, the Supreme Kai looking creature. He looked like this when the good side was in the driving seat. Because when he absorbed the Kais, it made his evil power dormant. It made his evil power lie dormant. They were still one, but his evil power was dormant. It was pressed down. Now Super Buu, he has more access to his evil power but it's still kind of dormant because he's absorbed the Good Buu. So he still has some of his evil power dormant. So he's Super Buu, stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but weaker than Ultimate Gohan. Yeah, he's stronger than Super Saiyan 3 because when Goku and Vegeta was inside Buu, he said, we have to come up with a way to beat him, because as we are, he could still kill us. So he didn't have any plans on how to beat Super Buu without the fusion of Goten and Trunks. He had no way of doing it, and in this Buu, he was even. Well, no, I think Gotenks was slightly stronger, because he could have, if Gotenks hadn't played around, he could have killed Super Buu. If he hadn't played around, he hadn't played with his food. But when he met Ultimate Gohan, he said he was using Gotenks as like a punching bag, or while he was waiting on Gohan to arrive, he was just playing with his food until Gohan arrived. So I don't know how strong Super Buu actually is compared to Gotenks. It might be pretty much even. I know in the dub they said they were kind of even, but you got to watch the Japanese really to be sure. But they were kind of even, and they were pretty even. I'd say he was equal to Super Saiyan. We'll say Super Buu is equal are around the same ballpark as Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, but weaker than Ultimate Gohan. Now, no, we're not going to go with that one yet. Buff Boo is when he absorbed the Kai, the big buff Kai he was fighting as Kid Buu. This is stronger than Majin Buu, because he still hadn't absorbed the good Kai yet. The Kai that had the fat Majin Buu's clothes on, before he got absorbed. He was Kid Buu with this. Some of his power were probably dampened because he absorbed the Kai, but he was still pretty darn strong. Still was nothing to play with. So he absorbed his power, but he lost probably some access to his evil power. Let's see what we got here. Super Buu. See, Super Buu. Now Super Buu. Yeah, he absorbed when the evil Buu absorbed the good Buu, he came to this, and he was still weaker than Ultimate Gohan. Ultimate Gohan beat him pretty easily. There was like no contest. It's like nothing. But Gotenks was still confident he had a chance to win. So right around the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks level. But absolutely no match for Ultimate Gohan. Okay. Now, Gotenks Absorb is just Super Buu with the power of Gotenks and the mind of Piccolo. Excuse me, guys. It's still Super Buu, though. It's still Super Buu. But, so I really, because Super Buu's, these are not his actual forms. This base Super Buu is his actual form when he, this is his actual form. Super Buu's actual form. But all these other changes, like when this and this is just when he absorbs different people. He takes on, just takes on certain characteristics and stuff. So, because he absorbed Piccolo and Gotenks. So he had the mind of Piccolo. So he became more intellectual, more smart, and things like that. He was able to think and strategize and all of that because he had Piccolo's mind. That's why he targeted Piccolo. The mind of Piccolo and the power of Gotenks. Because he knew Gotenks was probably slightly stronger than him. Because Buu really couldn't do any serious damage to Gotenks. So he's around the same level. If not a little smidge stronger. So if it wasn't for Gotenks' stamina issue with the fusion timing, I think Gotenks could have beaten Super Buu. I think he could have. But, But, see, all of this is just different. Super Buu absorbing different people. So his power is just going to vary based off who he absorbs. So we can't just, it's just with him, Gohan absorbed, he just absorbed Gohan. That's after he absorbed Ultimate Gohan's power. And, so he just stacked Gohan's power on top of his. He still had Piccolo's mind, but he has Gohan's power. But Gotenks fusion dissolved. So it's not like he's just uberly strong. Okay? He just has Piccolo's mind. Still has Piccolo's mind. But Gohan's power. Because Goten and Trunks, their fusion, diffused. So he doesn't have really their power. He still has their, after he absorbed them, he still has their techniques. He still has access to their techniques because he absorbed both of them. But he doesn't have that power. He has Gohan's power now, which is a lot stronger than Gotenks' power. So it's just Super Buu plus Gohan plus Piccolo. I guess you could add Goten and Trunks power in there, but it's not a significant increase to where you can just count it. So he was weaker than Vegito in the anime. They were fighting close, but he was weaker than Vegito, in base Vegito, I mean. I'd say if he got serious, Vegito may have needed to transform, but I don't know. No, I don't think so. But when he transformed to Super Saiyan, it was just absolute no. It wasn't even any contest. So the Goku and Vegeta merger, yeah, no chance. Of course, he's stronger than Gohan because he has his power and Gohan's power. So he had to fuse to match that. And so those are just different versions of Super Buu. That's all it is. It's just Buu absorbing different people. He got Gohan's power he had Ultimate Gohan's power on top of his. He had Gotenks power on top of his. That's all it is. It's not really that deep. Kid Buu. He's no one absorbed, basically. He has nobody, nothing holding him back. He has access to all his evil, wicked power. So that's when Vegeta pulled Fat Buu out of Super Buu. So Super Buu minus Fat Buu is Kid Buu. Why he didn't turn back to Evil Buu, I don't know. I don't know if Fat Buu took some of the power with him. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that works. Don't ask me. Type of thing. All we know is he didn't turn back into Evil Buu. He turned back into Kid Buu, which is more powerful for some reason. Toriyama says he's the strongest, but I don't think so. I'm going to explain why. When he was Gohan and Goku had trouble with this guy. I mean, they stood no chance. I mean, absolutely, no chance. He tore Gohan apart. There was nothing that he could do. You know how he always got blown to bits and all that kind of stuff, and incinerated and kept coming back, and none of this happened with these two Boos. You want to really look into because Kid Buu got blown up countless times. He just kept coming back because that's just his regeneration and healing was broken. Buhan, he kept getting blown up by Vegito. But Goku and Vegeta stood absolutely no chance. They were getting dog walked. You see what I'm saying? Dog walked. But Goku by himself kept blowing up Buu. So, kept blowing up Kid Buu. But they couldn't lay a finger on him. They couldn't put any damage on this Buu whatsoever. I mean, nothing. Nothing they tried worked. If you want me to put up the fight, I can show you better than I can tell you. Because no. They stood no chance. This one, Gohan stood no chance. Buu sustained no damage whatsoever. When Goku fought him, no damage whatsoever. He was just fighting. He was holding on for his life. He was just... Buu was toying around with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. There was absolutely no chance. Neither one of them. They was trying to hear him confused because they had absolutely no chance in beating him. With Kid Buu, they weren't as worried or as panicked, but I can't say that means much because they've done that with people that they probably should have fused or done something with. But they were actually able to, even though he healed and regenerated quicker, because the only thing that got Kid Buu over the edge with them was his stamina. And his healing and his regeneration is broken because you can blow him to bits. He comes back 100%. he can fight for hours and come back 100%. You can't. There's no. His power didn't decrease at all in any. So no matter what you do, there's no damage. You're not getting anywhere. There's nothing you can do. There's no kind of attacks any one of them can do. Let's see. So with this Boo, he got damaged. He got, he got kicked around, pushed around. But he had some access, like the Majin Buu had access to that power, to that anger power. Whenever he did an attack, he showed some of that power. It was laid dormant when he was just fighting, but whenever he attacked Majin Vegeta, he accessed some of that evil power. When he attacked, he didn't access it when he fought Goku because he was having fun with Goku. He liked fighting Goku, but Vegeta made him angry, so when he attacked, he accessed some of that evil power. Even when he attacked Deborah, he accessed some of that evil power. So, and this Boo, of course, this is the one in Super, and of course he's probably the strongest. I say that because, I don't know how Base Goku from Super, how serious he was fighting when he fought him, but he managed to push him down and knock him out of the ring. So he managed to be able to keep up with Base Goku from Super now. So that says a lot. So I believe that this one is the strongest when he's trained, because they can adjust their strength levels and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Buff Boo, yeah. I don't know how strong he is. There's no real telling how strong he is. But like I said, Majin Buu, Super Saiyan, he's between Super Saiyan, higher than Super Saiyan 2, weaker than Super Saiyan 3. The Fat Good Buu, definitely weaker than Super Saiyan 3, and probably weaker than Super Saiyan 2. We don't know yet. We hadn't seen it. We don't know. We definitely don't know for sure. So probably probably Super Saiyan 2 level for the Buu Saga. I had to put him there. Him definitely weaker than Super Saiyan 3. Probably Super Saiyan 3. I'd say this Buu. I would say this Buu, the good Buu. If I had to scale him, I'd say he's around in the ballpark. Since he lost most of his power, say he's around in the ballpark of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan when he fought Cell. Him, I'd say maybe Majin Vegeta level. I would have to say, or probably a little stronger. Who knows? In the ball, I'm just saying ballpark. He could be stronger, could be weaker, but I don't think by a significant amount. In the ballpark of Majin Vegeta, the Fat Buu, since he lost so easily, he's probably around Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Because Vegeta, when he was angry, he brushed Gohan aside with his hand with a shockwave like it was nothing. So Vegeta was stronger than Gohan. Definitely stronger than Gohan before he got his ultimate stuff. So he could, I think, that if Gohan would have fought Majin Vegeta before he got his ultimate, I think the fight would have went pretty much the same. He could have beat him pretty easily. So that's why I use that kind of scaling. Super Buu, weaker than Ultimate Gohan, around the same ballpark as Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Let's see. Super Buu, Gotenks absorb. just Super Buu with Gotenks powers and Piccolo's brains. That's all it is. Just Gotenks added. So he's added on. He would have been significantly weaker than Vegito. That's why when Elder Kai said when Goku when they were saying should I transform into Super Saiyan and all that, Elder Kai was saying you won't need it. He figured that Vegito could have beat him in base form, which he could have. He's this farther than Buu is weaker than base Vegito. This version of Buu, he's kind of on par with base Vegito. It's probably slightly weaker, but probably kind of on par because Vegito felt the need to transform into Super Saiyan, because he didn't know how strong this Buu could actually get. He had all kind of tricks up his sleeve, and the fact that he was able to land hits on Super Saiyan Vegito after he got 50 times stronger through the transformation, that says a lot too. So he was still significantly weaker, just like Frieza was versus Super Saiyan Goku and Namek. So that gives you an idea of how strong the power difference. It's in comparison. I'd say it's in comparison to Frieza 100% versus Super Saiyan Goku and Namek. I said it's similar to that, but it's their powers at this time is in the billions and stuff. So yeah, like I said, Kid Buu, he's in the ballpark. In the ballpark of a Super Saiyan 3 Goku, because if he was Ultimate Gohan level, I don't know, man. If he was on the Buhan's level, Goku wouldn't have stood a chance. So he had to be weaker than Buhan. Goku wouldn't have stood a chance. I mean, he would have been fodder. The reason why Goku couldn't be in the fight anymore because his stamina. And he was willing to get back in the fight. He came back. He drained his stamina, came back in the fight, and drained it again. It was going to recharge his body. The only reason he couldn't because he had a living body. So he kept going. He was actually keeping up with Kid Buu. And for some reason, Goku was shocked that he could keep up with him. So that means he's clearly wasn't as strong as the other of Buu when he absorbed Gotenks and Gohan and all of them, because they had to pull out all the stops to try to stop him. But in this case, they had more confidence in Goku and Vegeta fighting Buu individually than they had when they dealt with Buhan and all of those. They were trying to hurry up and fuse and all that kind of stuff. Goku was desperately pleading with Vegeta to fuse when he had absorbed Gohan. He was desperately pleading with Vegeta. But after he became Kid Buu, he was I want to fight him with my own power. So it's just as clear as day. It's not saying that of course Toriyama said Kid Buu's the strongest, but I don't think he's the strongest, honestly, because there are a lot of things in the series that actually happened in the series, how they reacted to Majin Buu in these different forms, because they definitely were not afraid of Kid Buu until to very end when Goku stamina, because Vegeta was even confident that Goku could beat him at Super Saiyan 3. Goku wasn't so when even Goku was because he was thinking that he could go back to full power and go all out and finish him off. That was Goku's plan. He thought that he could actually finish Kid Buu off if he went all out. Like in an all-out serious attack, he was led to believe that he could beat Kid Buu. He didn't feel this way about Buu Tinks. He was determined to fuse with Buu Tinks. He was determined to fuse with Buhan. Goku, Super Buu, Gohan Zord. However, when it came to Kid Buu, he thought he could beat him with his own Super Saiyan 3 power. He was shocked that Buu could keep up with Super Saiyan 3. So, yeah, so that explains a lot. If he, of course, Vegeta thought he could beat Buhan by himself because of his pride, so I wouldn't use that. But Goku, on the other hand, said, look, there's no way you can win. There's no way we can't beat this guy. We can't beat him by ourselves. But when it came to Kid Buu, they were confident they could beat him without anyone else's help. And the spirit, because the first original plan was for Goku to recharge. They gave Goku a minute to recharge, so he could do an all-out attack as Super Saiyan 3 and beat him. He was trying to recharge his power. But when that failed, they had to resort with a Spirit Bomb because the Super Saiyan 3 power failed. Because Vegeta said, okay, we can't beat him head-to-head. But before then, Goku was confident. And I'll give y'all something else, too, that y'all probably didn't think of. Goku and Vegeta were a lot stronger than they let on because they were fighting on the Supreme Kai's planet. So Goku was a lot stronger because he had a more durable planet to fight on. Because, when Vegeta and them got to the planet, he was like, yo, this planet is perfect. We can fight as we like here. We can fight like we want to fight. We can go all out. We ain't got to worry about destroying the planet. They on Earth wasn't as durable because a lot of the energy blasts and stuff they did could have destroyed the Earth. Because Goku blew a hole through the whole planet. When he was fighting Kid Buu, he blew a hole through the planet. And Supreme Kai started freaking out. And the other Kai was like, you being stupid, man, because the fate of the universe is more important than our planet. But he blew a hole through the Supreme Kai's planet. That's Super Saiyan 3. But that planet, the Supreme Kai's planet, was way more durable. Because a lot of the attacks that Buu launched could have obliterated the Earth. So they were able to. Goku was able to go all out. I mean, all out. Unlike with Cell, where they had to hold back and conserve their power. When Gohan was conserving a lot of his power against Cell because he didn't want to destroy the planet. All that stuff, because their Kamehamehas could have literally destroyed the whole solar system. So they held. So Cell wasn't going to hold back on his last Kamehameha, but Gohan was holding back. But I don't know why all these yawns coming in. What's going on, man? But yeah, I hope that clears something up for anybody. Because Kid Buu. Yeah, I can't believe that he's just stronger than Buhan, even though Goku and Vegeta were like, yeah, I think we could take this guy. And Vegeta was shocked that he wasn't any match after he had already fought Buhan. He was when he tossed the prior side, he knew how strong Buhan was because he fought Buhan. But he was surprised that Kid Buu was not a match. He knew Super Buu was stronger than him also because they fought Super Buu inside of Super Buu's body. So they knew how strong all the Boos were. They literally fought them all. Goku fought Buu Tinks. They fought Buhan. They fought all of them but Evil Buu. They both fought the fat Majin Buu. They didn't fight the good Buu because he wasn't evil, so can't count that. They fought all the Boos. They literally fought all the versions that mattered, really. So, I mean, they both fought. Yeah, so you can't. if they're shocked that this boo is keeping up, that means that yeah, either vastly overestimated Kid Buu, or he probably wasn't as strong as the Goku. Something's wrong with my words today. Super Buu Gohan absorbed, or Super Buu Gotenks absorbed. They would have had no chance against those versions of Majin Buu. They would not have had a chance. It just wouldn't have had a chance. So, just laying it out there. You know, we can go with Toriyama, it's logic, but we all know that he's, you know, he said some questionable things about his own works. Not saying he's a bad person or whatever, but he said some questionable things about his own works. So, I'm just clearing that up. Because Kid Buu is like around the Super Saiyan 3 level of power. But I think due to his unlimited stamina, unlimited healing, and all that other crap, he was just broken. I don't think any Z fighter could have beaten him because his healing and regeneration and all that was on another level, and he was too freaking dangerous to play with. He could have blown up any planet, any anything. He was like destroyed a whole galaxy at the beginning of the when they were describing him. He destroyed a galaxy over time. So it's like literally nothing to play with. It's nothing to play with. So I mean, we can say what we want, but yeah, he's nothing to play with. That's all that is. But I don't think he's stronger than Buhan. It's just they had, you know, they weren't just quick to just blow up everything. They had more intellect because, of course, Super Buu destroyed. I mean, he absorbed Piccolo, so he had a brain. He actually had a brain for a minute. He absorbed Piccolo and was able to think. And Super Buu, you know, he was kind of he was unhinged a little bit, but not completely. He still had the mind of a child, you know. So, but he still wanted to kill everybody and destroy everything. But he wasn't Kid Buu, you know. So Kid Buu just didn't care. You know, because the other Boos, they were concerned about finding a worthy opponent. But this Buu, he didn't care. Because they were trying to goat him, Kid Buu, into fighting him. Before they blew up the planet, they were trying to goat Buu into fighting them. So I remember that part too. But Kid Buu was having none of that. Okay? So, yeah. So I think the absolute strongest version was Super Buu when he absorbed Gohan. And Kid Buu's not the weakest, but he's definitely not anything to take light, because it took an entire took a Genki Dama spirit bomb. So you can say they didn't have a chance against Kid Buu. They didn't have a chance when Super Buu started absorbing people. They didn't have a chance either. But it was a slim chance when he turned Kid Buu. So now, if Goku would have been able to recharge his power, who knows? We don't know, because he defeated Hirudegan, and yeah. But that was in the movie, so that's a whole nother scaling altogether. But I think Kid Buu was around the level of Super Saiyan 3 Goku, from anywhere from Super Saiyan 3 to Ultimate Gohan. Yeah. Because a lot of the scaling is kind of wishy-washy anyway, so it's just fun to talk about it and guess at it and do things like that. But this one, I just can't 100% ride with Toriyama on it. We're not arguing with the writer, but as I've said, he said some things that are kind of like, no, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But just like they said, Jiren wasn't that much stronger than Vegeta, but he confirmed it through Vegeta that Jiren wasn't that much stronger than Goku and Vegeta in the Tournament of Power. But during the Tournament of Power, they were getting slaughtered. Like, none of their punches were even really just landing or hurting Jiren until like the end. But we just have to. Sometimes we have to go along with it. According to Toriyama, Kid Buu's the strongest. But from what I've seen in the anime and all the other stuff, it was Super Buu. Super Buu was more of a threat because Goku really didn't want to fight Super Buu at all. He really didn't want to fight him. They worked together and fought him inside his body, but he didn't want to fight Buuhan. He really didn't want to fight him. He did it because he had to, but he didn't want to fight Buu-Tinks or Buuhan. But he felt that he could beat Kid Buu with his own power. I'll leave it like that. I'll say it again, and I hit the road. He did not see any chance of beating Buu-Tinks or Buuhan. I didn't go over to Piccolo Absorb because he wasn't afraid of Piccolo Absorb Buu because he thought that Gohan could beat him. Because he was weaker than Gohan at that point. So he felt like he had no chance against Buu-Tinks or Buuhan. He wanted to fuse with those two. He felt the need to fuse. Because, and all that excuses about, oh, he's a pure being, he's not a pure. Let me cut that right now. Before Majin Buu, before Goku knew, I'm gonna say this too. Y'all use that excuse because people use this excuse all the time. Kid Buu was not, he was not a fused being. That's why Goku wanted to fight him. No, no. Before Super Saiyan 3 was even mentioned, the reason why he was frustrated that Vegeta died because he said we could have used fusion to fight Buu. I don't know if y'all remember that or not. He felt that they needed to fuse to beat the first version of Buu, the first version of Buu that they saw, the fat Majin Buu before he separated from himself. They felt, he said we could have used fusion. I don't know if y'all remember that, but that's what he said. So we're gonna cut that all out. Before he thought that before Majin Buu started absorbing people. Because Goku didn't know that Majin Buu had absorbed somebody. That's why he looked like that. He just thought it was Majin Buu. He just felt his power. I don't even think he saw Majin Buu yet. So we could have used fusion. He hadn't even seen Buu yet. As a matter of fact, he just felt his power and said we could have fused to beat him. Could have used fusion. He automatically thought fusion when he felt his power. That was before Super Saiyan 3 and all that. Super Saiyan 3 wasn't in the story yet because Toriyama writes off the seat of his pants. That's why I don't always trust what he said because he'll write off the seat of his pants. He'll forget what he wrote before that. So in this section, Super Saiyan 3 didn't exist. Right here, he said we could have fused. He said I don't have a. He said I ain't have a chance. If me and Vegeta was even when we fought, so I didn't have a chance. Bam. So his first thought when he felt Majin Buu's power, when he woke up from being knocked out by Vegeta, we could have used fusion. That's why I hate that Vegeta would have. Why he had to go and sacrifice himself. We could have used fusion to beat him. He didn't even know that Buu was fused with nobody. He didn't know that Buu would become absorbed anybody. None of that. Just off being just off the feeling of being outmatched, we could have used fusion. So fusion was brought up before all the Kid Buu stuff, way before Goku thought of fusing. So all the way. So then he trained Gotenks to fuse. So Goten and Trunks to fuse. Super Buu fusion. That's the only he saw that as the only option in beating him. That's why he was mad that Vegeta crushed the earring and when they were inside Super Buu. He just had to go and crush the earring because he knew that Super Buu had them outmatched. He knew they was out. He knew he just knew it in his mind that they was outmatched. But when he transformed into Kid Buu, we can take him. We're gonna fight him. We're gonna have an all-out brawl. They was excited then. Now all of a sudden they excited. But when he was Super Buu, and he was Bootinks, and he was Buuhan, they were not excited. They were not excited to fight him. Vegeta was blinded by pride, and Goku was like, "You stupid idiot! You can't beat him like that. What's wrong with you?" So there's your answer. They had no chance against Bootinks, Buuhan. Goku knew it. Goku's expressions, Goku's reactions. But when it came to Kid Buu, let's have fun. We're gonna have fun. It was fun time for Goku. He even saw it as a sport. He even let the fight drag out because he wanted Vegeta to have a chance to fight him. He thought it was fun. He wanted to get. He thought it was so. They played rock, paper, and scissors in front of him. They didn't play rock, paper, and scissors to fight Buuhan. They didn't play rock, paper, and scissors for Bootinks. Him and Gohan didn't play rock, paper, and scissors to see who's gonna fight him. No. When they were inside Buu, they didn't play rock, paper, and scissors to take turns. And no. They were outclassed by all those versions of Buu. And Vegeta knew he couldn't beat Kid Buu, so yeah, he put Super Saiyan 2 to shame. And he goes toe-to-toe with Super Saiyan 3. With an edge on stamina. So because he wasn't getting anywhere. No matter how much energy he put out, he wasn't getting anywhere. So he was a Super Saiyan 3 level being with no no weaknesses, no drainage, no stamina drains or anything. So like the androids, but way freaking worse. But anyway, hope that clears anything up, any uncertainties and all that other stuff. And I think Gohan would have lost to him too, because although Gohan's ultimate form is superior, probably, he still uses a finite source of energy. And Kid Buu keep coming back and regenerating. I believe that his power would eventually start going down and fading. And Kid Buu would eventually win. Gotenks, same thing, because Gotenks didn't have the stamina. His Kid Buu's stamina was just broken. Came back from smoke, man. So, yeah, no. Gohan doesn't have any attacks really to put him down. You can fight him, but he didn't have any attacks to put him down permanently. So that's why I don't think Gohan could beat him. Gohan's stronger, but he wouldn't be able to beat him. He wouldn't be able to just annihilate him, obliterate every cell. He wouldn't be able to do that. So, yeah, that's where I stand at it. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. And T-Dubs signing out.